Hello everyone, welcome back to the football story. We are here for another no, it's not a Champions League game, it's a Europa League game, unfortunately. But it's still Liverpool and we're back for another stream. Listen, it's not what we wanted. At the end of last season, we obviously didn't get Champions League, as someone's already taken the piss in the chat. But it's still a competition that I hope Liverpool can win. We're going to be going to the final in Dublin this year. And LFC 98, I know you're a Manchester United fan, so you are going to be in the Europa League with us by the looks of it, because you are fucking shit. But yeah, it's going to be a good stream, it's going to be a good game. There's a lot of changes for Liverpool. We're going to go through the team in a minute, but obviously you're expecting Liverpool to go through this group pretty easily. I would say Klopp will use this as a way to rest players, to try things out, and yeah, it should be a good game. There's a few new faces in the team as well, so we get to see a bit more of them, which is obviously good. And yeah, the big thing is that Gravenberch is going to be starting. Van Dijk back from suspension as well. Kelleher, who we all know is an unbelievable keeper, will be playing, and I expect him to play a lot in the Europa League. So we're going to be in for a good stream. It'll be a bit of crack. We can have a chat. We talked about the Champions League, some of the results there from the other day. What do we think of United? What do we think of Madrid getting another late winner? Bellingham, who could have signed for Liverpool, but he didn't. What do we think of him? And yeah, we'll chat about obviously Liverpool, making sure that they have hopefully a good start to the Europa League campaign. So in goal, or the teams I should say. So in goal for Liverpool, we have Kelleher, Bajcetic, Kanate, Van Dijk, and Costas. Endo, Elliott, Gravenberch, Doak, Nunes, and Diaz. So I would presume that I actually don't know what way he's going to play this. I think he might play three at the back. He might be testing something out to see how it works. He might play Bajcetic and Endo in the pivot, and then Gravenberch and Elliott in front. Remains to be seen if we can play that way. But the big thing is that Gravenberch is starting for Liverpool, and Ben Doak is starting for Liverpool. So two getting their debuts, a full starting debuts for Liverpool. Nunes and Diaz are definitely going to offer the threat, and then obviously Endo, who came in as that kind of cheap CDM that probably we all didn't want, but we got anyway. And Liverpool are on the bounce, lads. Like, their tails are up. So we're going to be very interested to see how we get on in this game today. Let me know in the comments if you're tuned in. Let me know in the comments what you think the result might be and how will Liverpool do, because I'll be interested to hear your thoughts. But yeah, we should be starting in about 10-12 minutes or so. But yeah, the big news from, I suppose we can talk about the Champions League anyway. We're just waiting on the Liverpool match to start. But like, what do we think of United? They were shocking the other night. 4-3, I think, flattered them. They definitely didn't deserve 4-3. Like, obviously they got the two goals basically when the game was more or less over. But I thought Bayern were more or less playing in second gear for most of the match. That's the Europa League 11 right there. Yeah, Europa League 11. Is this the competition you got knocked out of last year? I'm pretty sure. So, yeah, United getting absolutely trounced yesterday. Like, the performances that they're putting in at the minute, I don't care what you say. Like, they are not getting Champions League this year. There's no way. Talk to me about United. There's no way they're getting Champions League this year. They don't have... I think, in fairness to Ten Hag, he's trying to change the way they're trying to play football, but he doesn't have the players to do it. Mount, for his, like, what they're talking about, he's not going to be able. I don't even think he'll be able to implement the type of pressing that they're trying to do. But Casemiro can't run, and you seen him against Brighton. He was diving into tackles because he knew that if he missed or didn't get there, like, he would just go by him. I remember there was one stage where he dived in for a tackle. Matoma went by him and he just went flying to the pitch. He couldn't run back. Like, you get that one good year out of him, and yeah, like, he's gone now. And then on the other hand as well, you have Eriksen, who's playing in there at the minute. But like, is Eriksen good enough for United? I don't think so. I think it's just going to be an up and down year for Manchester United. And the Champions League, I know they're in the Champions League, but there's no point in being in the Champions League if you're not going to be competing. Like, Liverpool were in the Champions League with Klopp. He's got to 3 finals and he won one in his 8 years at Liverpool. I think we've been in the Champions League for 6 years. Like, there's no point in getting to the Champions League and not competing. But I think in our first year, we were I think it was our first year we were in the Champions League final. No, maybe it was actually. Yeah, the one in 2018. I was at it. I was at the final in Kiev. Was that the one that Klopp's first year in Champions League at Liverpool? I think it was. Yeah, it was. Up the Reds. Ayo, how are you, my man? How's things? But then who else do we have? Was playing City. Was it ever in doubt? Like they got conceded just before half time, and I literally was just like, they're gonna win fucking 6-7-1. It was only 3 in the end, but still, they're playing like they're gonna be playing in second gear for that group, similar to Liverpool in the Europa League. They're just gonna be playing, taking a handy. Arsenal, I think, obviously getting the result 4-0. That was a good result for them. The first time back in the Champions League in 6 years. I think Arsenal fans, I don't think so, but I think Arsenal fans are quietly thinking they might do okay in the Champions League this year. But see, with City spent all that money and they still couldn't win it for X amount of time. So it takes a lot to win the Champions League. You need a lot of luck, you need a lot of quality, and obviously us as Liverpool fans, we know a lot about that. So yeah, I think Arsenal will do okay in the Champions League, but I think when it gets to their harder games, I think they'll fall off. I'm trying to think of the other teams. Did anyone else watch any of the other games? Were they impressed by anyone that played? I'm trying to think. Madrid obviously won. I watched the AC Milan and Newcastle game. That was okay. Thought Milan were a lot more impressive, but I think Newcastle let them be. Other than that, like, I was trying to think any of the other games that I watched. I think that was it. I seen some of the highlights of the other games, but yeah, I'd say favourites. I wasn't that impressed by Bayern because I thought they would beat United pretty easily, but I think similar to what City do, they'll ramp up. Like, they'll get better as the season goes on. Like, you don't need to be like perfect at this time of the year, so I'd expect them to get better and better. And then from like City will obviously be there. I think Madrid are, like, with Bellingham, Camavinga, Modric and Kroos in behind them, Tchouaméni, like that team is sick. Vinicius, very, very good team. I think defensively they might suffer a little bit. Obviously the injury to Courtois doesn't help, but they have a very good team, as Madrid always do. I've seen some people in, like, I'm based in Spain, like I live in Spain, and I think a lot of people are looking at Atletico Madrid as like potential Champions League winners, but I don't see it. They're way too defensive. I know they conceded. To see the keeper scored in like the 91st minute or something to draw the game. Mental scenes. But yeah, that was a strange result, but no, I don't see it. It's same with Barcelona. I don't see either of them to win the Champions League. Madrid will be the only ones that I think will have the capabilities to bring it to City, and even then they might not do it. But yeah, we'll be in for an interesting game. We'll be watching it by the sidelines. We'll be back next year to win the Champions League. Don't you worry. But yeah, hopefully we can. Hopefully, like, we're in the. I know we're in the Europa. I know we're in the Europa League, and that's obviously not fun. But at the same time, it's a trophy. Like, I want Liverpool to not use all their players, but use them sparingly in the Europa League, get through to the group or the last 16, and then go on and win it. Go on and win the trophy. Win in the Europa League, like Chelsea won it, United won it a few years ago. It's like still a trophy there to be won. It's still a European trophy. It's not the Champions League, but you want to fucking win it. You want to win it. You want to win trophies. That in the Premier League, I'd take that. That'd be a good season. Triple Fire, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. If anyone's watching in on Twitch, we're trying to get to 50 followers by the end of the year, which we're on target to do. And if anyone's watching on YouTube, we're trying to get to 200 subscribers by the end of the stream. So yeah, we'll try to get there. We'll see if we do. But if you're enjoying the content, make sure to subscribe. I appreciate the support. We'll be streaming all the Liverpool games for the rest of the season. So we'll be back every week. We're back now on Sunday for Liverpool against West Ham. And that'll be a buzz because West Ham are flying a bit at the minute. And Antonio came out and giving a little bit to Liverpool, saying that they're going to finish above us in the Premier League this season. Okay, not a chance. Like, in what world are Liverpool finishing behind West Ham? Like, even the top 8 in the Premier League at the minute is very, very hard to break into. Like, think about the teams, right? City, United, Chelsea, Arsenal. I don't even know if you put Chelsea in there, but I'm going to put them in. I'm going to put in the top 6, right? So you have them. Then you have Brighton, Newcastle, Aston Villa. That'd be like your top 9. Brentford are probably in and around there. Like, they're all better teams than West Ham. And West Ham have lost their best player. I know they've had a good start to the season, but like when it comes into they're going to be in the Europa League, when it comes into more games, are they going to be able to continue that form? Yeah, I don't think so. So yeah, we'll see how they go, but I do not think that they will be anywhere near us this season. I think Antonio was he was trying to gaslight us more than anything else, trying to get us to buy. But the players are in the tunnel. And yeah, obviously Van Dijk, Kanate back playing. Good to see. It was their best centre-back partnership. I'm surprised that he didn't keep with Matip and Gomez. Or like just didn't play Kanate, because Kanate is obviously coming back from his injury. So that's a bit of a strange one. But I fancied him to start again at the weekend as well. So yeah, Gravenberch. Very interested to see how Gravenberch does. He came on against Wolves. He was okay. He could have scored a goal. Probably just a bit nervous, lacking that kind of final like killer instinct just to fucking score the goal. So we'll see how we go. But the teams are coming out now, so we'll be starting very, very soon. 3 minutes or so. But yeah, if you're in the chat, let me know, what do you think the score will be? Do you think Liverpool will win here comfortably? How do you think Gravenberch, Doak will play? But yeah, let's go. We're going to be in for another lovely game of football. Oh, I love watching Liverpool so much. So good. And Liverpool are actually wearing their new third kit, which is tasty. It's the purple one, if anyone hasn't seen it already. For anyone who doesn't know, Lask finished 3rd in the Austrian League, and that qualified them for the Europa League, which is huge. So it's a tough test for Liverpool's second team. But I'm glad to see Núñez start, and I think he was carrying an injury the last day as well, which was why he didn't start. Diaz obviously came on, changed the game. The two of them did against Wolves. So it's good to see the two of them playing. There's so much options for Liverpool now. They have so many like different threats. Like you could go for like, I think at the start of the season, I probably would have said our best front three was Salah, Diaz off the left, and Gakpo up front. Then Núñez comes in, scores 2 goals, and you're probably saying Núñez should be starting, especially he played well when he came on as well. I know Gakpo scored, but Núñez did probably better when he came on. How's the Europa League anthem? Shut up, Malcolm. This is a trophy we're going to win easy. What did you think of City the other night? You had a little bit of a scare, did you? I think we should consider Gakpo a backup to Luis Diaz. Yeah, I think Gakpo is better off the like similar to Firmino. But you could probably play him off the left wing as well. He's a very versatile player. Like we've seen that at the start of the season. But yeah, I could definitely see him like back up to Diaz 4-4. Sevilla winning the final. Winning in the final when they finished 3rd in the UEFA Champions League. Yeah, absolutely. I could see United finishing 3rd as well. They'll come in. But the final's in Ireland this year, in Dublin, so that'll be interesting. What do you think the score will be today? 4-4. What do you think the score will be? Malcolm, what are you predicting? If I think Núñez has the potential to be as good as Fernando Torres. Oh, if Núñez was as good as Fernando Torres, we would be in the money. Fernando Torres was elite. He's one of those players. I don't know how old you were before, but like when you were growing up and he was just like so good. He was just like one of those players that made you fall in love with Liverpool. I think he broke your heart when he left for Chelsea. A solid 3-1. Yeah, I think definitely. I'd be interested to see what formation he's going to play. 4-1 Malcolm. I'd be interested to see what formation he plays because we're obviously playing 4 midfielders and 3 forwards. So is he going to play 3 at the back? Which would be interesting. We just have a minute's silence for Morocco and Libya. 4-1. Yeah, I could see maybe Diaz and Nunes scoring. But yeah, if Nunes, like, the one thing I would say triple fire about Nunes is his like Torres was just a killer. Like he was just when he got into chances to score goals, he was elite at finishing. I don't know if Nunes has that in him at the minute, but potential wise, he could definitely be up there. We're just about to kick off. Van Dijk getting ready. That purple kit is tasty. Right, come on. Kick off. Right, we're away. Let's go! Come on, the Reds! What do we think of the Gravenberch signing? Oh, fuck. Yeah, that was a terrible tackle, man. I think I'm a tiny bit behind you, Triple Four. That was a bad tackle. Straight on Gravenberch. Imagine you got injured straight away. That'd be an absolute nightmare. Kanate on the ball. Who's playing out on that right hand side? Is it Endo maybe? Endo might play. Or maybe he will play. Badger's just out on the right. In right back. Does that not show you how like soft we are on the right hand side? I think Klopp definitely saw something in Nunes because he was a club record signing, don't forget. Yeah, no, like you can definitely see his ability. Like there's no doubt about his ability. I just don't think we've seen it properly for Liverpool, but I think Liverpool fans, in fairness, were fairly patient when it comes to players settling in. So, yeah, you expect him this season to obviously. He's had a year to settle. He started obviously getting those 2 goals against Newcastle is going to help him a lot. So you expect him maybe to kick on. Hopefully he can get a couple tonight. And yeah, we'll see how it goes. But yeah, you're right. Klopp had trust in him to sign him. Usually when Klopp spends big, he usually gets it right. The only one I can think of is Naby Keita is the one that he got wrong. But like we've obviously seen it, like he spent big on Alisson, Van Dijk, Szoboszlai. How would you rate Liverpool's transfer business in the signings that they got? So they obviously got Endo, Szoboszlai, Gravenberch, and McAllister. What do you think of it? Get that ball away. Oh, good play on the right hand side. Yeah, Bajcetic is going to play on that right. Oh, Diaz is on. Nah, well over. I think it's not as bad as people say it is. Yeah, it definitely could have been better. I think it was maybe like the fact that we put in a £115 million bid for Casado, and then we didn't spend that money. Like that is frustrating because then you're kind of like the money is there. We probably should have like brought in 1 or 2 more. Like I think we definitely need a centre back, which is like Kanate and Van Dijk were gone there. We had to play Matip and Gomez and Quinza against Wolves, which is not what you want. Yeah, these are solid players, but not with great potential. 100% agree. And I think the one thing is, in terms of getting the most out of players, Klopp is the best manager in the world for getting the most out of players, no matter their ability. So, like, if you have an average player, Klopp could turn him into a really good player. If you have a really good player, Klopp could turn him into a world-class player. And that's what he's shown consistently at Liverpool. The Casado thing, I think, is just a PR stunt. I think a pundit suggested it or something. Yeah, but see, the thing is, like, I seen that as well. But if they were probably gonna go in and bid 115 million, like, I don't know if you would do that as a PR stunt. Like, imagine Casado was like, yeah, I'll come, and actually did come, and they had to front up the money. They wouldn't have been able to pull out then, because everyone would have been like, you just did it for PR. Do you know what I mean? Think about it. He was already so close to Chelsea, and we haven't even talked to him before putting a bid in. It was very strange the way they did it, especially with Lavia. There's a corner there to Liverpool. Especially with, like, the way they were doing the whole Lavia thing. Like, they didn't want to pay the 50 million, and then they got outbid, and then they bid for Casado, and then they knew they weren't going to get Casado, went back in for Lavia, and then they bid 60 million for Lavia. It was very strange, the whole thing. But if Gravenberch comes good, I think won't even worry too much about it. And Casado and Lavia have had a terrible start to their Chelsea careers, so at the minute it looks like a good bit of business for Liverpool. Probably missed a bullet, but Casado's obviously a really good player, so you'd expect him to come good eventually. Lask on the attack. Cleared away by Kanate, Bajic, Elliot. Oh, Elliot losing the ball in a bad area. Kelleher. Good to see Kelleher starting for Liverpool. Obviously, he hasn't been able to get many chances, but he hasn't kicked up a fuss or anything either, which has been good. Because a lot of players in that position, they would be given out. But he's just kind of bided his time, and now he's obviously getting a start. I hope he starts a lot of the Champions League games. Or Champions League games, Europa League games. I think Lavia was more of a target for Lavia. It's just stupid to say we value a player at a certain amount, blah blah, and to lose the bid by 2 million or something. Yeah, I think that. Yeah, the fact that it was like 40, I think they bid like the highest was like 45, and they said, I don't want to pay an extra 5 million. Like, fucking, if you think the player is gonna come in and change the squad, because in Liverpool's mind, he was coming in to start, and he was gonna transform the way we were defending, like in terms of us getting caught out. So you didn't want to pay the extra 5 million to solve the issue within your team. Surely that value of, not like, I understand maybe because he's a 19-year-old and spending 50 million on a 19-year-old who's only had one season, I can understand that. But in terms of solving an issue, like, you're going to spend 50 million on a player to come in and solve your issues. Surely it doesn't matter how much that is. If you think he's that good of a player, you're like, I'll pay it, I don't care. Liverpool win the ball back. Nunez and Diaz starting well. Elliott's given the ball away a few times, needlessly. But yeah, I think there was a lot of talk about Gravenberch previously. So there was talks that Gravenberch was going to come in last season. There was talks that he was on a 3-man target list. Him, Bellingham, and Tchouaméni. Those are the 3 targets last summer. And Gravenberch obviously went to Bayern Munich. Tchouaméni went to Madrid, and Bellingham, Liverpool said that they wanted to wait till the following season. Then the following season comes around, and you have this situation where Liverpool are like, wait, Bellingham, you're way too expensive, which he probably was at the time. And like, even I know that the transfer amount wouldn't have been as much, but they would have been spending like 400 grand a week on wages, which is way over what Liverpool usually pay players. Like Salah is the only one who's the high, like even in the 300s. So playing 400 for a 19-year-old is rare. And I just don't think Liverpool would be, are not just not that team to do it. They're just not willing to do something like that. But it's good because if Gravenberch was on that list and he was a target, and then you go out and get him now for what was it, 35 million, then that looks like a really good bargain because they were like comparing stats and stuff. Yeah, his wages it's like 400k, which is crazy. Like I think when you look at it now and you say like, oh, he's definitely worth the 400k wages, but you don't know that when he's like coming into Liverpool or like even Madrid, they're gonna pay that, but they don't know he's gonna come in and like start the way he started. Do you know what I mean? You're taking a risk, and Madrid, because of their wage structure, they're a lot more. They have the ability to take a lot more risk than Liverpool do, which spending 400k and going out and blowing that out. Samu OP Europa League anthem. Cheers, buddy. You missed it. We were playing at the start, but appreciate the follow, brother. Europa League anthem. Who do you support, Samu? If you're United, you're gonna be in it with us, so don't you worry. Yeah, the start for Bellingham was incredible and has been incredible. Like, I think he's playing a little bit further forward, so that's why he's obviously getting the opportunities to score. But like, I think he scored in the 87th minute, 94th minute, and 95th minute, and two of them were match winners. Like, it's insane. He's like 6 goals, 2 assists or something in 6 games. It's crazy for a 19-year-old to go into Madrid. He's basically like their like main guy now, which is it's just mental considering the quality that Madrid have. Like, just Liverpool on the attack here, getting it out well to Doak. Come on, Doak. Oh, corner. Come on, guys, I bet on you. Lask Liverpool 2+ over 2.5 away. I believe in you. Well, hopefully we can get you some money. Liverpool with a corner here. Ball in, ball away. Elliot. Swinging in again. Back post. Oh! I think that was cleared away. How much do you win, Samu? If you get your money, how much do you put on? Oh, Van Dijk just had a header cleared there. Another corner to Liverpool. Come on, get up. Oh my god, it was a terrible corner. Who was that? Bajic, I think. Oh, it was a great touch by Elliot. Oh, just gave it away. Lask on the attack, they're on the counter. 3-on-3. Liverpool get back. You play Football Manager? I don't. I do not play Football Manager. I'm tempted to buy the new FIFA, to be honest, or EA. Obviously, there's a big debate around Football Manager and FIFA, but I'd say you prefer Football Manager over it. Lask had a chance there. Corner. Swung in. Oh, fuck off. Like, is that real life? Lask 1-0 up. Can the reflection of the screen be used as copyright? Shh. Say nothing. I'm not showing the game. But it's 1-0 Lask. How, like, how are you 1-0 down? It was a great goal, great finish. This corner taken in. Your man takes it down on the edge of the box, and then he just blasts it through. Gravenberch doesn't get out quick enough. And your man just rocks it into the back of the net. Fucking hell. So annoying. He has to get out quicker there. I play both, like when I'm just trying to have fun, it's FIFA, but when I'm like daydreaming or something, I play Football Manager. Yeah, fair. Now, yeah, you've seen a lot of streamers and stuff getting early access to EA Football. Is that what it's called? Oh, good play by Doak. Oh, fucking hell. Nobody there to tap it in. He was good. Doak started well. I used to play FIFA like so much back in the day. Like when it was like proper just it was on, like, do you know when streamers were coming through when they were playing FIFA all the time, like KSI kind of fucking streaming days. He was something else, but I used to play that all the time. I'd say I played like 6-7 hours a day, just sweating over like career mode and ultimate team and everything. Like, the game just went a bit shit, to be honest. And I'm not a big fan of having the women in Ultimate Team. I don't mind in the game, but like in Ultimate Team, I seen like some people getting packed and opening it, and it was like, say like, I don't know, like left winger, English, Man City, and it was like some bird. Well, this has not been the start Liverpool wanted. Oh man, it was it was so funny. He's like, what? Oh, too good. He's tapped. Like, he is gone in the head. Oh, Gravenberch! Oh, I nearly got through. He's screws loose. But like, you see him at the charity match, the Sidemen charity match. Good play with Liverpool. Doak gets it in. Oh, it's gone. Fuck off, LFC 98. You were 2-0 down around this stage yesterday, so shut up. Also, where are you in the Premier League? I'll wait for a response. Lask with a goal kick here. Liverpool haven't really started. They've got forward. Like, they're obviously going to create opportunities, but they're a bit slow. The fell. Liverpool just keep getting felled. Ref. Diaz on the ball now. Oh my god. done alright to get it back. Endo, Bajetic. Yeah, Liverpool, I think Bajetic is just stepping into that kind of, that Trent role. Great ball. Oh, Darwin, man. He has to get it on target. Come on. It's poor. Poor. He has to be getting it on target, lads. It's a header. Costas on the ball. Come on, bring it forward. Liverpool need to just start moving the ball a bit better. Costas into Diaz. Come on, take him on, Diaz. Go at him. Diaz has to be the foul. Oh my god. How is that a free out? Luis Diaz has to be one of my favourite players in the world to watch. He's just like, every time he gets the ball, he just goes at people. He's kind of like, he's similar to Mane, but I think he's more direct than Mane, if that's even possible. The one thing I'd like to see more of, just be more like creative. Thoughts on Musiala? Oh man, he's a different baller. I'd have him like at the same kind of threshold as Jude, as Bellingham, because like you're playing against United in the Champions League, and he was Bayern's best player. I mean, Bayern, who have fucking Kane and Kimmich, like he's different gravy. His dribbling is insane. It's like crazy good. But yeah, he could have played for England, I'm pretty sure, couldn't he? But he decided with Germany. I think he might have played for England when he was younger, in the youth setups. But then he stuck off with Germany. Probably better. He had more chance of winning international trophies with Germany than England. But Germany are struggling a bit at the minute. But you'd expect them to come back. Ball over the top. Nunez on it. Oh. Liverpool win the ball back up high. Gravenberch. Ah, fuck off. Costas, man. What do you think of Costas? He signed a new contract extension. Do you think he's good enough to be back up to Robertson? I suppose he is. He's definitely a good backup, but sometimes when he does get opportunities to play, he just struggles a little bit, or he's just not, like, he just seems off it. Imagine if we have Kimmich at the club, a guy who can basically play all the empty spaces in our squad. Oh man, yeah. Like, what can he play? He can play centre back, centre defensive mid, right back. Yeah, he'd be like the perfect player. But that's why we bought Endo. we have our we have our Kimmich. Gravenberch getting felled. Are we gonna get a chance to score? Come on. Bajetic. Good to see Bajetic back for Liverpool as well. He was obviously out for a long time with injury, because it looks like Thiago's never coming back. Like that man. I seen a thing on Instagram. Someone goes, I'd say Liverpool have paid more per game or per minute for Thiago than PSG have paid for Kylian Mbappe. And it's probably right in terms of like minutes per wage, because that man never fucking plays. Honestly, I think Costas is good enough to be a regular starter in a mid-lower table team in the Prem. Yeah, like you could see him starting for someone like Fulham. He'd probably start. Although Robinson is a good left back, but you could definitely see him starting for maybe like a Fulham or even for West Ham. Playing West Ham on the weekend, I could see him starting for West Ham. But he is a good left back to have because you think on the right hand side we have no quality. No way. They're like that's just like the perfect mid-table club. Just the club that is always mid-table. They've done well as well, Fulham. The start of the season, obviously losing Mitrovic and Willian, who were like their two biggest players last year. They've done well to kind of still be like compete. They have a good squad. And then obviously Marco Silva is a really good manager. So who do we think is gonna go down this year? Surely Sheffield and Luton are like guarantees. What do I make of even Tony saying Liverpool is the club he supports? Yeah, I'm not against it, to be honest. But I think if the one place that you would ask, like, what do Liverpool not need? You would say a forward. Like we're fine attacking wise. Like Liverpool don't need goals, but Tony is Tony. He's an unbelievable player. I could see him going somewhere like I think he'd be really good in the Chelsea team. Just someone who can like hold up the ball and like because Chelsea have all these good wingers, but they just I don't know they just don't mix well. And I don't know. I think he'd be all right at Chelsea. Even Arsenal, you could see him doing all right at Arsenal, but I don't think Arsenal would go from with the way they have Jesus and Nketiah. But yeah, good to see he's a Liverpool fan. Don't blame him. I don't mind it. Trent's catchphrase. Nunez. Blocked. Wolves, Luton and Sheffield. Do you think Wolves will go down, yeah? Yeah, I think Luton and Sheffield definitely. But I'm trying to think. You know who could go down? Everton. Like, they've been flirting with relegation for a long time. And there's only so many times you get away with it. Like, you see in Southampton, they did it for a while. And then you just get caught down one season. You're just like, your recruitment isn't good enough. And, like, the players that you had that were good have moved on. I think that's, like, where Everton are kind of coming into, like, those stages now. Yeah, Malcolm, Luton, Sheffield, Burnley or Everton, yeah. But I could definitely see Wolves as well. I think the one thing I would say is they've gotten Gary O'Neill, and I think he's a good manager. I think even you could see against Liverpool in the first half the style of football he'll try and play, and he'll get results playing that way, like he did with Bournemouth. Do you think Everton stay up? Yeah, I don't know, man. They don't score goals. True, they never go down. That is true. I don't think they've ever been relegated. I think they're the only team, them and Arsenal maybe, to never be relegated. Yes! Oh. From the first division. Oh, fuck off. That was a corner, you stupid cunt. Oh, Liverpool haven't got going here, lads. Badgetic giving out saying he got a clip there. I relegate them with Liverpool on my football manager save on match day 7. Lovely. That is a lovely way to relegate them, in fairness. I wonder actually, when do Liverpool play Everton come the end of the season? Could they relegate them? Liverpool versus Everton. 23-24. No, we're playing on March 16th. They'll still have a good few games to get out of it then. October 21st. Oh, we're playing them this day next month. I'll be doing a stream for that as well. That'll be a buzz. But surely that's a foul. It's not real life. Klopp is going mad. Surely that was a foul on Kanate, yeah? Van Dijk came across then to block it. Surely that was a foul. Yeah, Elliot and Gravenberch look terrible together. They're not really. I wouldn't think of them as a good compliment. But this is the thing with Liverpool as well. I think Gravenberch maybe a bit. You can. Obviously, the jury's still out on him. He's a long Liverpool career ahead of him. The thing is, though, is that Elliot. I rate Elliot, but he needs legs around him. He needs people that can like run. Gravenberch, he could be that player, but like. It was the same last year when Thiago was playing. Really, really good player. But you have Henderson and Fabinho beside him. Neither of them can run. Elliot is good on the ball, but he's not going to be able to close down like really, really quickly and cover the ground, which is what Klopp wants. Diaz on the ball. Nunes. Sium. The speed of Nunes, you called it. He's lightning. He is lightning. Oh, handball. Kanate on it. Doak. Oh, he loses out. Liverpool win it back. Oh my god, this referee is giving us absolutely nothing. I didn't call it. I'm like 50 seconds out of you. Yeah, I have I'm using a dodgy box because the TV in here I don't have channels, so I'm using a dodgy box, so you're a tiny bit ahead of me. So if they score, wait 50 seconds. I have it for the what's it called it, Malcolm. You were on the last stream for the all the Premier League games. I get every single Premier League game, on a like BT Sport because I live in Spain. I get it on the Zone. It doesn't matter like what time it's at. 3 o'clock kickoffs. You get every single game. Unreal. In England and Ireland, you just don't get it, which is a pain. Triple Fire, where are you from actually? Heather. You can have the excitement. Let's not spoil it for you then. Yeah, exactly. Wait, what does that mean? Does that mean there's a goal? Now you have me excited because I think there's a goal. All right, Grant. You're gonna be winding me up now. You're gonna be like, what a goal. Come on. 32 minutes gone. Liverpool have been pretty poor. It's the same kind of story of what we've seen from Liverpool this season. They usually start games really poorly and then they get better as the game goes on. Oh, it was a lovely play by Diaz. And he wins it back. Foul! You're born in the States but you're from Taiwan. Nice one. And are you living in the States now or are you living somewhere else? Kanate on the ball now. Van Dijk. Costas to Diaz. Oh, fuck off. What do we think of Van Dijk, lads? Do we think he'll be able to come good this year? Or do we think he's gone? Do we think he's past it? Oh, surely that's another foul, like. It's just lovely. I said that, and then well, obviously you were ahead of me, but I said that, and Van Dijk just is a lovely little dummy there. See, Liverpool have a lot of people on the bench there to come off now and wrap up this game. Well, wrap up this game. I mean, get back into this game. There's a corner now. You lived in the States for most of your life, but you came back to Taiwan about 2 years ago. Yeah. Nice one, brother. Whereabouts did you live in the States? I've been to the States a few times. I've been to like New York, all the kind of hotspots. New York, San Francisco, LA, Vegas. Been to all those like East Coast, West Coast spots. I've never been to like in the middle of America, like Texas or anything like that. Virgil van Dijk looks great in the first few games. What do you make of the red card? Yeah, I think Malcolm, you were on the stream that day. Oh! How did Nunes miss that? He didn't spoil it for me, lads. Fair play to you. How did he not score? Van Dijk assisted would have been. Oh, Memphis. Nice. Virgil van Dijk. What did I make of the red card? Yeah, I think we were doing a stream for it. I think Malcolm was on it. But I was annoyed about it during the game. But I think it was a red card. He did come through the back of Isaac to get the ball. If it had been in the box, it would have been a penalty. And then the dissent, I think, is just dissent. Like, he obviously said something that he shouldn't have. And I think the Premier League are obviously trying to clamp down on that stuff now. So it was kind of like they were able to make an example of Van Dijk because of like what he said. Oh, nah, man, I didn't even see it. I was typing. He should have scored. This is the one thing with Nunes, and this is the one thing he needs to improve. Those chances, like, he needs to convert more of them because he gets so many chances. Oh, like, it's 2 yards out. He has to score that. It was a great save, but still, he has to score. Oh, Brighton are on tonight as well. They're on after this game. And West Ham as well. Go on, Endo. Diaz. Good defending. And Rangers also. For fuck's sake, for what? Good play. Come on, Doak. Oh, giving away stupid fouls. You didn't need the foul there. Shut up, don't be pushing him, you fucking idiot. Yeah, stand up for yourself, Doak. Good man. Lask's goal was a very good goal. It was a good finish. Your man did a fucking backflip and everything after he scored. You're a fucking prick. Oh, just coming up to the 40-minute mark. Lask 1, Liverpool 0. Come on, lads. I'd be ringing the changes. Why do, like, someone explain to me, why are Liverpool starting every game so poorly? I think the only game where they started well was against Villa. Like, they started poor against Newcastle, poor against Bournemouth, poor against... But it started okay against Chelsea, but I still conceded. Poor against... Who's your game? Wolves. This referee is riding us as well. The lads are going mad. Oh, Kanate is getting a yellow. For dissent. And away. Get the ball away. This is absolute horse shit. Oh, now you give another yellow card, you fucking asshole rep. Triple Fire, do you think Malcolm, we already spoke about this, I think. Do you think Liverpool should have accepted the if it was 200 million, if they had a bid from the Saudis for Salah? Oh, fuck now. Come on, Diaz. Surely that's a yellow. Not this close to the deadline. If it was the start of the next transfer window, yes. Yeah. I think that I'd say they will come back in with another bid next year. Maybe in January, but next year definitely. And I think they might even bid like say 70, 80 million, which would be good for Liverpool. I think it would be a good way for like Salah to kind of close out his career. Hopefully Liverpool can kind of win if they won the Premier League and then he left next year, that would be mental. I know Malcolm will have something to say about that in terms of, because he's a City fan, but yeah, like if they won the Premier League and then he left for 70, 80 million, that would be ideal. There's so many up and good young talents that I think we should invest in. Who would you rate the most, or who do you think Liverpool should sign? Musiala, yeah. I don't think Bayern would sell him either. Not for like mega money. Badges will get a yellow here. Fucking hell, this referee is muck. Still no equaliser. Liverpool are poor, man. They're not creating that many. Nunez should have scored. Missed one from 2 yards. Other than that, it's been not much goal mouth action. But from what we've seen for Liverpool this season, they're a second half team. They start slow. You'd say he's the player to build a squad around. Musiala. Yeah, like, but see, the thing is, I think Bayern are going to build their squad around him. That's what I mean. Plus he's German. He's playing for Germany. Like, usually, like Bundesliga, especially Bayern Munich, they want the best German player to play for them. Like, we've seen it with obviously with like Muller, like who else? Neuer was obviously their captain. they usually want the best like German player to play for them if they can get him. Liverpool on the counter here. Go on, give the ball, man. The referee is losing control of the game now because he was letting stuff go too much, and now players are getting ratty. Do you know who I would buy if I was Liverpool? And you'd maybe have to switch positions or maybe play Diaz off the right. But I'd buy your man from Napoli. I'm not even going to pretend to try and say his name. Sandy. I doubt Liverpool could afford Musiala though. Yeah, that's one thing as well. And Sandy, how are you? Welcome to the chat. Hope you're well. The Chelsea fan is back. You know European football, so you can't even slag us that we're in the Europa League. I actually seen a stat the other day. Chelsea have only been in the Europa League twice, and they've won it twice. That's mental. We could, but we don't want to. But like, I gave you confidence straight after, man. 2 Europa Leagues from 2 appearances. Sick. You came into the chat just hoping for a friendly conversation, and you just get slaughtered straight away. We're just coming up to full time. No goals from Liverpool's. And yeah, been poor first half. We're like the 3 top most profitable clubs in the world. Yeah, but like in terms of profit to say like say with Chelsea, like Chelsea wouldn't need like to be extremely profitable. Like you see the way they have like the investment outside it with Ted Bowley. And then same with like City, PSG. They don't need to be profitable clubs. They have money, but like Liverpool is more of a business, so like we need to obviously balance things a lot more. I don't know. I think it's good. I think we like say with Chelsea. Sandy, I'm not pulling you out, putting you in the shit here, but like you see with Chelsea is like, and PSG as well. You can spend all the money you want, but it doesn't equate to winning things. Do you know what I mean? I'd say over like an extended period of time, like you see with City, they've obviously invested, but they've invested in like their stadium, infrastructure, like training ground. Their youth academy is one of the best youth academies in the world. So they haven't just invested in like players. And the one thing as well is that the one thing you would say about City is they buy players that fit Pep's system, and it took them a long time to get to that level. Do you know what I mean? And if a player doesn't fit a system, they won't buy him. Whereas Sandy, you'll probably know more than anything. Like Chelsea at the minute, they're just buying players that there's no real idea of like how you're going to use them, which is why they're probably struggling at the minute. So yeah, money doesn't equate to like buying a good player. He'll obviously fit into the squad, but it's like, does he fit into the squad? That is probably the most important thing. But yeah, it's mad. It's a mad out game. And that's why we love it. You'd like to win the Europa League. Yeah, fair. That's what hopefully Liverpool do this year. The final's in Dublin. So I'm from Dublin. So that's where I'll be definitely trying to get tickets for it if we get there. I think City is a healthy club. They sell big, they buy big. But when you look at Chelsea, I feel like they are just offloading players with high wages to sign young players. We've done too much too soon, Sandy says. Yeah, I think, I agree with Sandy there as well. Like, it's just you're trying to do everything in the space of like, say, 12 months. It's just too much. It's a process. And Triple Fire, you're right as well. Like Chelsea or City is a healthy club because they've, like what Sandy is saying, City have like built themselves up. Like, I know they obviously came in, they spent a lot of money for what it was back then, but they were kind of, every year they might have been buying like 3 or 4, whereas Chelsea are trying to buy like 10, 11 players like every window, and not for small money. But see, the thing is as well, I was reading about this, like in terms of like the way their wage structure works. So say if Chelsea sign someone, right, or say if Chelsea have a player, let's just say, I don't know, say if it's like Casado, who they signed, right, they offloaded Mendy, Kante, and who was it? There was someone else. Just say Mendy and Kante, right? So they sold Mendy and Kante. They got like, say, I don't know, like, or Koulibaly was the other ones, right? So they sold those 3. Say their wages combined was maybe like, say, 600,000 or something like that. If they had sold, so they basically like sold them players, they got like maybe like 50, 60 million for them, right? So that's money coming into the club in 1 year, right? So money coming into the club, and they reduce their wage bill. When they sign Casado, then what they do is they'll sign him on like an 8-year contract for, say, it was like 100 and say, just for the sake of argument, it was 80 million, right? If they sign him on 80 million, and then say his, over the course of, say, his 8 years, right? Say he gets 8 million, 8 million a year. The 8 million would be just for 1 year, so it would be like 8 million, then the transfer fee. So then he would have like, the transfer fee would be broken down by like 10, so it would be 8 million for his wages, 8 million for this transfer fee. So they sold 60 million worth of players in 1 year, and they brought in Casado for 115 million, but on the balance sheet it only looks like 16 million. So they could have bought like fucking three Casados, and it wouldn't have made a difference to their balance sheet. Look at Lavia, he can't make the squad. It's ridiculous. Cucurella, Lavia came in with an injury. Yeah, but I don't think he would start for them even. Sandy, like Casado was probably ahead of him. Do you know what I mean? And then Enzo. But the one thing, right, I don't understand is, buy all these players and Gallagher is still starting for Chelsea. Like, he is not good enough for Chelsea. He's a decent player. He's definitely like Premier League, but he's not good enough for Chelsea. Right, I'll be back in 2 seconds. I'm just going to get a I got a new protein thing. Right? We'll do a taste test. Give me 1 sec. Right, we're back. We've got this new Lindel's Pro. Let me see it. It's like a protein yogurt shake. So do a taste test. $160 calories. 158 grams protein. Or 160 calories. 22 grams of protein. Or 26. Decent. Tastes like... Any of you ever have petit falou? It's lovely. How did Darwin miss that chance? Sandy, where do you think Chelsea will finish? Realistically, if you were like best case scenario, what would you take right now? If someone's like, we'll give you, I don't know, sixth, would you take sixth place? I know it's early in the season, but where do you think you'll finish realistically? You take sixth right now. Fair. And yeah, top six is fair. Yeah, I think. See, the thing is just, I think top three. Spurs are obviously started well, but like Madison's son gets injured, I think they'll fall off. But I think Liverpool. I think it's like City, Liverpool, Arsenal. I think like depending on like what way their season goes, how far they get in the Champions League, Europa League, like injuries. I think those two could be interchangeable. Table prediction. Yeah, I should probably do one on. I should probably do one on stream, but let's see if I can maybe throw it up here. Let me see if I can get on thing. Right, we'll go through it. We'll have a look. We'll rate some of the teams. Add source browser. Yeah, I'm gonna get it up for us. We can go through it together. Six or seven would be good, especially with what we're going through and where we were last season. Yeah, I can understand from that side of view as well. Interact. Why isn't that coming up for me? Fucking have it here, but it's not coming up. One sec. Yeah, you can see that, but see the way it's like weird. Does that show it? Interact. Here we go. Go to the Europa and show Liverpool how it's done. Shut up, you. Right. Right, we'll go through it then, will we? We'll see what we think where people might finish. I'll try to get out of the way, but right. Interact. Yeah, I can scroll down. Yeah, you can see me scrolling. Right, City. Malcolm, if you're still in the chat, City are going to win the league. We know that. It's kind of a fight for second at this stage. Tottenham. Where do we think Tottenham are going to finish? I'd say, injuries permitting, they'll finish fourth. But I think they'll run out of steam. Not having European football will help, but I still don't think they'll finish in the top four. Liverpool. I think Liverpool will finish second. I can see maybe. Yeah, I think City, Liverpool, Arsenal. That's how I think it'll go. I think Liverpool I think the difference maker is I think Arsenal have a better squad, but Liverpool have Klopp. So I think in that instance, I think Liverpool. We're going to get title shouts from Tottenham soon enough. Listen, if they beat Arsenal on Sunday, Or is it Sunday? Yeah, it is. It's Sunday at 3 o'clock. If they beat Arsenal or 2 o'clock, if they beat Arsenal, tell you, they'll be out with their fucking they'll be out looking to get their shouts in. Just to start the clock for the next half. Oh, happened there. So, yeah, Arsenal. What do we think of Brighton? Where do you think Brighton will finish? Do you think they get Europa League again? They could be an outside shout. Sure, Britain's like Arsenal fans there. They could be an outside shout to get. They're actually just showing Brighton here in the Europa League. They could be an outside shout to get top 4. I think playing the Europa League this year though might hamper them. The squad wise, they probably don't have the depth as the others. Yeah, Arsenal look good. It'll be an interesting game. On Liverpool are playing Sunday and Arsenal are playing Sunday. They're both playing at 2 o'clock. He's better be on that stream as well. They might look good. They do look good. They I think the draw against Fulham would have been disheartening, but like they're getting the results. They might have got a bit of luck against United, but I think on the day they were the better team. West Ham, I think they'll fall off 7th or 8th. Oh, interesting. Do you not think they'll be up there competing for Europa League or Champions League? So then, what would be our top 4 then? Who are you thinking top 4? So City, Liverpool, Arsenal, United. We have to scroll down. Any United fans in the chat, we'll scroll down a little bit here. There you are. Sandy, how's that feel? Newcastle, yeah. Jeez. I thought that was Everton for a sec. Like, look at the teams that are below you, Sandy. Bournemouth, Wolves, Sheffield, Everton, Burnley, and Luton. Oh, stop. Right, second half's just about to start. Newcastle 4th, United 3rd. And we're away. Burnley got their first point. Yeah, absolute scenes. Newcastle. You don't think Arsenal will get top 4, Sandy? You think United will bounce back? Surely Arsenal are getting top 4. Burnley plays like they're still in the championship. Yeah, they don't look. I think everyone thought they were a dark horse because they were good in the championship. I think they had the most points ever accrued in the championship. I think Wolves were the team before that. With that team at like Arsenal will slip into 5th. That's a very, what would you say? A very controversial opinion. Surely they have enough to get top 4, Sandy. Congratulations, you reached 100 messages. Oh, I get this off the screen. Liverpool on the attack. Nunes. Liverpool, I'd say Klopp will making some changes here soon. I think they'll focus too much on the Champions League and lose focus of the league. I think you're right in that they won't. I don't think they'll be as strong this year in the league. I do agree with you on that. I think the Champions League will take a bit of their focus because they didn't have like the Champions League at all last year and no European football to focus on. So, ready in the Europa League? No, yeah, they were in the Europa League. Sorry, they got knocked out by Sporting, I think it was. But yeah, I can see them. I can see what you mean. The one thing I will say is that they've bought. I know Timber's injured. They've obviously bought Declan Rice. Sporting on pens. Yeah, remember that absolute worldie of a goal your man scored from like the halfway line. The one thing I would say is that they have a better squad this year than last year. Like they obviously brought in Rice. I don't understand the Havertz signing. Sandy, you were probably absolutely buzzing getting 60 million. You basically recouping all your money for him. But yeah, I don't understand that signing. But like Declan Rice will be good. He is a good player. Timber's injured. But the one thing as well, last year, I think, do you know when they were like getting to the like business end of the season? That inexperience really told. They just didn't have enough to get over the line. They were kind of running on like energy and like the crowd and like emotion, and like City don't do that at all. They'll just like win. They like, it's like ticking off a fucking check mark. Whereas Arsenal, it was like everything was being put in to win a game. It looked like last season they did the opposite by focusing too much on the league and lost the Europa. Yeah, that's true. Handball! Nunes! Oh, poor touch. And or Badger to win the back. You're happy they got Havertz, yeah. Celebrations. 60 million down to the bank. Easy money. What did you make of Lewis Hall leaving? I rate him. I think he's a good left back. 30 million for him is good, but come on, Lask. I did when I was doing announcing the teams at the start. I didn't even bother announcing Lass's team. I was just like, I don't know any of these players. Go on, grab merch. Diaz, Nunes. Hit the fucking ball, Nunes. Nunes needs to shoot. You were gutted at first. Yeah, I think Havertz has like, obviously for what he did in the Champions League final, he has a special place in a lot of Chelsea fans' hearts. I think that's something I get a vibe off of Chelsea fans. They're like, because he did that moment, but like his overall career at Chelsea was pretty poor. Granted, I think he probably suffered a little bit from like how Chelsea were in like a weird stage when they bought him, because he plays that kind of like role just behind the forward, but then he was being asked to play as a striker because he didn't have a striker. But I think it was the right thing selling him. I think he probably needed a new change, and you obviously were happy to get rid of him to spend money elsewhere. And boy, did you spend it. Was there anyone that you wanted to sign who you didn't, or you hoped that you would sign? Shabbos light. Ah, sick. Sickner. But in fairness, the Liverpool buying him, that was out of the blue. I remember it was like, it came out that he had a transfer at the 60 million transfer clause. And then it was like that came out and Liverpool were interested. Then like the next day they signed him. Yeah, and what do you rate? You obviously rate him then now. He looks like some baller, man. Endo was way more out of the blue. Yeah, I agree. He was. But the Endo one was like the Shabazai one was like 60 million for a young, talented like midfielder, whereas the Endo one was like just off the back of not signing Casado, and then you're probably getting non-stop. Yeah, like the Endo one was was off the back of Casado. I think Liverpool just needed to sign someone, but yeah, he hasn't been the best tonight, to be honest. Yeah, I could see him like for what was it, 12 million they paid, or 14? It was, yeah, it's a bit of a strange one. Like it to me, it's just like you sold Henderson, you bring in Endo. Would Endo be? I know Henderson like didn't want to stay, but like would Endo have been much more? Go on, I should have gave it. Bajic, Doa, go at him. Good play. Back post. Yeah, Panic Boy, he even said it himself. Thought they would sign that guy from Crystal Palace. No, not Elise. Decore, the CDM. Yeah, but I think they were being priced out of him as well. See, that's a weird thing as well. They were saying it was like 80 million. So they didn't want to spend 50 million. A good play by Liverpool. Bajic gets the end line. Oh my god, how did we not score? Is it a penalty? Is it a penalty? Is that a penalty? It was a good play by Elliott and Bajic. Bajic gets the end line. Oh, you thought you were talking about Chelsea. Maybe Salah not missing. Nunez, we got this. Nunez taking the penalty. Scenes! Do we think that was a penalty, lads? Ooh. It looked like he just kicked the ball away and then just got a touch. VAR check over. Liverpool penalty. Right, nobody in the chat thought he's ahead of me because of this stupid fucking channel I'm on. Nobody saying nothing. Yeah, it was soft. I'm not looking at you. Case is ruining for me. Get away. Come on. I'm not looking. Oh. Come on. Darwin Nunez loves goals. Sandy. Yeah, Sandy, you were on the stream. Remember, it was like, sign him up, Sandy. Give over Triple Fire. What a finish. He is the GOAT. We're actually going to have a funny celebration of Nunez on this. Let me see if I can get it.
Darwin, my...
Do you hear that?
Darwin, my knees.
I think there's music on it as well.
Darwin, my...
I might have blasted you out there. TikTok.
Darwin, my knees.
Sorry, bro. I didn't actually realise it was that loud. Sign him up, man. Sign him up. I'll sort it out for the next stream. Because I made it ages ago. And then, like, Klopp just wasn't playing them, so I couldn't really use it. And that was when my stream was terrible. Like, it was just, like, me and, like, my camera. I had my priorities was to get Nunez on. Liverpool on the attack again. Oh! Nearly won it back. I had to update the scores. Do I always post on Insta before my stream? Like to... Did you find me through Instagram, Triple Four? I always post on Instagram, yeah, just like an announcement to say that I'm there, because obviously people who don't know that I'm streaming, I just like use the hashtags and stuff like streamer or whatever. But yeah, I'm hoping to build the channel up pretty big. I know streaming, there's a lot of streamers out there, but I'm getting a new microphone now, today and tomorrow, because I don't know if you were on my last stream, like sometimes it like clips, which is annoying, but I'm getting like an audio mixer and stuff, so like when I get loud then it won't, so that's like something I'm looking to. Yeah, like followed within 5 minutes watching LOL. That's a great mic, by the way. Cheers, man. I'm getting a better one, because what you'll hear is like when I celebrate, it kind of like if I celebrate too loud, it like clips, so like it'll stop, which is really annoying. But I'm getting a better one, so I can just like, because I get very, very loud when Liverpool score. Like, this is a Europa League game, this is a cup game. I don't think, like, it's not important for Liverpool overall. Like, they're playing a second team, but I just love celebrating. I love going crazy. The Newcastle game, I was going ballistic. That's Sandy. It was the Newcastle game you were on for. Yeah, it was. It was like, sign him up, Sandy, sign him up. Iconic. You follow within 5 minutes of watching. Yeah, I appreciate it. I'm trying to improve the quality. Like I do this thing, right? I don't know, Sandy, if you were here for the last one either. So I have this thing now. I'll show you. So every Premier League game, right? So you do like, if Liverpool lose, I spin the wheel. So obviously wear a crown, wear a United jersey, shot of hot sauce, 100 squats, and then 100 star jumps. You can add stuff onto this as well if you want. I'll let you like throw stuff in. I can add stuff onto it. And then if Liverpool lose, every Premier League game, if Liverpool lose that game, I have to do that challenge in the next stream. So say if like Liverpool lose against West Ham, when they play Spurs, I'll have to, say if it lands on wear a Liverpool jersey, then I'll have to, or wear a United jersey, I have to wear a United jersey. So yeah, if you want to add stuff to it, let me know and I'll throw it in, and then we'll do it on I'll show you here what it's like. So there you go, 100 star jumps. So yeah, that's it. We'll do that I'll be on stream early on Saturday. Obviously I know Arsenal are on as well against Spurs, which is the bigger game, but you get better crack out of stream.
Daru in mayonnaise.
Dolak is off as well. Shabazz is on. Chelsea legend. Callagher away. Endo's off as well. So there's a good few changes there. Oh, get the ball away! Oh, Van Dijk nearly made a mistake. What do you mean? Cut the transition? Like the... Oh yeah, the Darwin sound effect. Yeah. I haven't used that sound effect. What I might do is, I might like create a few of them. So I might do like a Nunez one, Salah, Diaz, Shabazz. I created the Nunez one when like, do you know like the Darwin mayonnaise thing? Oh, what a save! What a save by Kelleher! Oh my days. Yeah, I can fix that. I know how to do that pretty easy. But I'm gonna try and do it that it's just the head that comes in, and then I'll bring in like the Salah one That was some save, lads. Allison-esque. We didn't score. Yeah, it's 1-1. Oh, fuck off. You better not have fucking ruined it, you prick. Gravenberch. Oh! Triple fire, you're a prick. Come on, the Reds. Come on. What a goal. Gravenberch to Diaz. 2-1. You're a snake. It's all good. They scored. That's the main thing. Come on, the Reds. Get in there. Easy, easy, easy. Diaz with a goal. Diaz had a really good start to the season, lads. Elliott to Gravenberch. Gravenberch covers that ground, drills it into Diaz, and Diaz with a lovely finish. Sandy is gutted, and Liverpool are flying. We're gonna win the champion. We're gonna win the Europa League. We're gonna win the Europa League. And now you're gonna believe us. And now you're gonna believe us. You were speaking of the Newcastle game. I was shouting like crazy too, and my parents were like, "Calm the fuck down." Tell your parents they shouldn't know the messing. But like, see, the thing is, like, me and my dad are huge Liverpool fans. So, when I used to live at home, we'd watch the game together, and yeah, he screamed just as loud as me. So my mum was telling us two of us to shut up. So I can understand you that side. We might be mocked. Yeah, clip it. I'll have a United fan in the chat and they'll clip me. Oh, yeah. I have a fan, or I have a fan. I have a mate who, every time I see him, he just sings the intro to the Europa League song. He's a United fan, like. The lads had, United fans, a lot, they were in the Champions League like last year, but I suppose it's part of the banter. Diaz, lads, is so good. They've got a bit more control of the game now because Shabazz is gone. They play there every year, though. Yeah, fairness. When was the last time they won it? Was it with Pogba and Ibrahimovic? Was that year? They obviously got knocked out last year by Sevilla. I really hope they get through in the Champions League just so we don't have to face them. They obviously beat us as well. Shabazz line the ball. Pass it. Oh. Yeah, because the qualification makes people think that you're only in that caliber. Yeah, I think Sevilla. The thing is, well, with Sevilla, they're actually they're not the best this year in the league, but they're just like so good in the Europa League. It's like I don't know, Madrid if they're having a bad league. Oh, what a ball! Oh, should have scored. It's like Madrid. If they have a bad year in the Champions or in the league, they still could be unbelievable in the Champions League just because like that's like they're so good in that competition. Similar to like Liverpool, where like a little bit what like say kind of the Rafa Benitez era. they weren't the best in the league. Like Chelsea, Sandy, you know full well. Chelsea were much better than Liverpool in the league, but when it came to the Champions League, it's just Liverpool had like a thing about the Champions League, like the ghost goal, like winning in Istanbul. There was like other games as well, but like Sevilla have that in the Europa League. They have that kind of aura about them, and teams are scared to play against them. Oh, whoa. The fucking song stuck in my head now. Costa's on the ball. Oh man, he's lighting it up. Oh, Nunes nearly got through there. It was a better ball from Diaz. Who's my favourite Liverpool player of all time? What a question. I think like there's two ways you can answer this question, okay? You have your childhood heroes, which like the likes of your Gerrards, Torres we talked about earlier, Suarez even to a certain extent. You have those types of players, but then like you have this era of players that have just been so good, and like they've had the most successful team ever in the Premier League era, like Salah, Van Dijk, Mane, Alisson. But for me, it has to be just Gerrard. Yeah, it's an easy answer, but it has to be Gerrard. He made me fall in love with Liverpool. Like I remember sitting, I was 9 at the time, the Champions League final in 2005. My dad was at it, and he couldn't bring me because I was too young. It would have been like a bit too dangerous. So we were there. I was sitting in front of the TV. We had like one of those big massive TVs with like the box on the back and everything, and I was just sitting as close to the TV as I could, and like 3-0 down, I was like, I didn't understand. I was like, why aren't we winning? I was like, why can't we just win? And then like you come out, Gerrard gets that header, and you're just like, what is he like? And then obviously when he ran through then, and scores the goal or gets the penalty to Liverpool to get drawn level, and then you just have like him lifting the trophy. Like he was everything you'd wanted in a player, and like you'd be going out there and like your whole childhood just hitting Gerrard's, absolutely like screaming Gerrard on a green somewhere, like Gerrard. So yeah, if I was going for anyone, I'd say Gerrard. Yeah, it's a crazy story. I never forgive my dad to this day. I went to the Madrid when the game played. Yeah, that's what I mean. I went to the Champions League final in Kiev, which is now in ruins in Ukraine. Liverpool against Real Madrid. The Bale bicycle kick. I was at that game. And the two mistakes from Karius. Sitting right in the middle. Crazy. I was never so deflated as I was coming out of that arena. I was just so sad. Liverpool on the attack here, 3-on-2. Oh, it's poor by Gravenberch. But I think he got too much hate for that performance. Yeah, sure, ruined his career. Like, he's gone now. He's fallen off the cliff face of the earth. I think he got a lot of hate, but I think his confidence was shot after it as well. Because I remember the pre-season after, Liverpool hadn't signed a new goalkeeper, and he made a mistake in a pre-season game. Gravenberch is down here, by the way. He made a mistake in a pre-season game, and I think Klopp was just like, no, he needs to go. Like, he's just not good enough. In fairness, if he hadn't had that performance, we might not have went out and bought Alisson. So, it worked out for Liverpool, but I think he did get too much hate. It's just because of the... It's just having a terrible day, but the day is the Champions League final. Yeah, exactly. Like, it's basically what he's remembered for now, which is sad. But it works both ways. Because, like, say players that maybe only have, like, a good Champions League final, like, they're remembered for that moment. Kai Havertz is the example we were talking about earlier. It works the other side. He's terrible, but he's remembered for scoring in the Champions League final to win it. That's his, like, that's what people remember him for. But it's the other way for Karius, which is sad. Mo Salah is going to come on here now. Here, look. Salah is here. Salah is here. Salah is here. The GOAT has arrived. I'll keep that crown there for when he scores. Greatest winger in Premier League history. Absolute facts. Gravenberch just looks tired. He hasn't played a lot of games. Salah straight into the mix. Oh, what a ball. No foul. Salah is the greatest winger in Premier League history. Now, the one thing I would say with that is, you're talking about, to be the greatest winger in Premier League history, you have to take longevity into account. And you'd see a lot of United fans giving out Liverpool on the attack. Come on. Oh my god. Oh my god. Liverpool looks so different now with these lads on. All the big boys. Biggest question. Messi or Cristiano? Oh, Joe Gomez giving the ball away. Standard. Messi or Cristiano? There's only one right answer, lads. It's Messi. All day. Messi did things that no one else could do. Not even Ronaldo. Like that 91 goals he scored in a season. That record will never be broken. Who are you? Please don't tell me you're Ronaldo. And we're not calling Ronaldo a bad player. It's just Messi is different level. Yeah, calendar year, yeah. It was like, oh, great ball by Salah. Yeah, 91 goals in the calendar year. I think it was like, 65 games or something. Goal, Messi, 91 goals. Yeah, 2012, the 25-year-old from Argentina, during the calendar year, scored 91 goals combined in all competitions for Barcelona and Argentina. In 69 matches. Crazy. He also had 22 assists. So what's that? 91 and 22. 103. No, sorry, 113. 113 goals and assists in 69 appearances. Like, that is insane. Crazy. Oh yeah, 100%. You have to love Ronaldo. I'm a Liverpool fan. And I think Ronaldo's unbelievable. He's like, I think at the start of his career, he kind of had an arrogance about him. Like I remember when he was at United, and I didn't like him then, because I don't think his work ethic came across as much. I think his arrogance did, but you see like the level he was at, and like how he wanted to always continue to improve, and I don't see that's the thing with Messi though. I think Messi he did work hard. I think that's unfair, but I think Ronaldo just had like a different level of in terms of what he wanted to be. But Messi, in terms of a footballer, in terms of ability, was the best to ever do it. But I completely agree. You have to love Ronaldo, especially with how he's evolved. Like the evolution of his game has been mental. Joe Gomez on the ball now. Costas has been a bit poor tonight, lads. I know we were talking about he's a good backup, but he's been poor on the ball. Who's your favourite Liverpool player of all time? Triple fire. I gave you mine. Lask are making a change here now. Can Liverpool get another goal to see this game out? We shall see. Joe Gomez likes. Have you heard the poem On Chris by Peter Drury? No. On Ronaldo? Maybe I have. Is it a video or like does he like because he's obviously a presenter? Does he say it? Poem, Peter Drury, Ronaldo. Oh, is it when he welcomes it to Old Trafford? He's like he's like Madeira, Manchester, Madrid, Turin, back to Manchester. Is that the one you're talking about? Yeah, that is unbelievable. It's deadly. When he's like walking out, oh, it's class. 100%. And then he goes and scores 2 goals coming back. Like, as a United fan, even as a football fan, it's unbelievable. And yeah, Torres is your GOAT. Don't blame me, man. He was one of my favourite players growing up. That him and that Gerrard connection, unbelievable. Could you imagine this? Could you imagine this? Imagine this as a Liverpool fan. Oh, yes. The boys. The lads. Could you imagine them two when they're pumped playing together? The absolute carnage they would cause. They would be unstoppable. Under a Klopp team as well. Oh, they would be sick. There would be no stopping them. What made you follow Liverpool? Obviously, I know Torres when you were growing up. Was anyone in your family a Liverpool fan, or did you just fall in love with them? You only need a goal. Come on. Samu, we hope we might get one for you. Liverpool looking dangerous. Salah, that's who you want. You want Salah on it. Oh! Oh, I nearly got a goal. Honestly, I don't know. I never have a local family connection to any club, but I know mine when I see it. Not just in football, and baseball and basketball as well. Who do you follow in basketball? And that's nice. I agree with you there. Sometimes you just get that connection to a club. You have a local to the Memphis Grizzlies. Don't like their vibes. Yeah, I like basketball. I like the game. Like I like how like it's so like end to end. But I never get to watch like any games because like in Ireland it's obviously all the games are on at night, so I just never stay up to watch them. I watch some of the highlights the odd time, but oh fuck, they nearly got a goal. Lask. Just 5 minutes left to go. Should get this over the line. But yeah, just anyone in the stream, if you're enjoying the stream, Twitch, TikTok, or YouTube, make sure to drop us a follow, subscribe. Trying to get to 50 followers on Twitch by the end of the end of the year. So we're well on the way. And YouTube, we're trying to get to 200 subscribers by the end of the week. And we'll be back for another stream on Sunday, Liverpool against West Ham. Have you seen the clip which Steven Gerrard said that he would have extended his contract if he knew he would have 6 months under Klopp despite the play time? Yeah, I did. And yeah, imagine Klopp and Gerrard. It was so annoying, like with that as well. When players are like Gerrard, who was so good in his pomp, and he just didn't have the team around him. Like if he had been born fucking 5 years later and he was playing like in his top prime with Klopp, he would have been unbelievable. He was such a Klopp player as well. Like not the way Szoboszlai is now, like running all over the pitch. Like that was literally like what Gerrard was, except he had an absolute rocket like Szoboszlai. But I'm not saying Szoboszlai is Gerrard. Gerrard was different gravy. What do I think of Xabi Alonso? He was Alonso, Salah, play it. Yes, come on. 3-1. Salah gets the goal. Salah gets the goal. Samu, you're absolutely buzzing. Your bet is in. Didn't spoil it. You're some man. Come on. Salah always scores. I'll talk about Xabi Alonso now in a sec, but what a goal. Salah is different gravy. Mo Salah. What's that? Mo Salah. What a legend. It was a good win by Nunes. Goes by the player. He could have passed it. There was two of them. And he still scores. What a legend. 3-1. You got it right. That's correct. Samuel, I don't know if he's still in his chat, but I'd say he's buzzing. His bet is in. I'll update the score and then we can talk about Shabby. So you're playing our second team and they're still smoking them. What do I think of Xabi Alonso then and now? Xabi Alonso was unbelievable as a footballer. Like he was just so good. Like remember when he came in, he scored a goal from like the halfway line in his first season. He scored a penalty to win us to get us back level in Champions League. Like he was just such a good footballer. When he left for Real Madrid, I remember saying to my dad, my dad came out to me. I was so upset. I go, I hope he breaks his leg. And my dad was like, don't say that, like. But I was a kid at the time. I was just like so annoyed he left. But yeah, now as a manager, you can see him and like those Spanish lads that were like part of that like kind of group. Guardiola as well, but like those Spanish managers like Xavi, Alonso, Busquets might be a good manager. They all will be good managers because they understand the game. And yeah, you could definitely see him maybe even coming into Liverpool when Klopp retires, or not retires but like leaves Liverpool. Like you could get him for what, in like a season or two, and I think he's top of the Bundesliga at the minute with Leverkusen. So yeah, unbelievable manager, unbelievable player. Did you ever hear the story of Peter Crouch and Xabi Alonso's wife? It's so funny. It's so funny. And Carragher winding up Crouch. Oh, it's too good. Shabbos light into Salah. Hit it. Yeah, so Crouch was in a hotel, and there was a girl at the reception, and Crouch came in one of the days and was like, "Oh, I want to ask this girl out." He was only new to Liverpool, and Carragher was like, "Yeah, go on." And then Crouch asked her out, and it was his wife, Alonso's wife. Oh, it's too good. Yeah, it was so funny. So, just 4 minutes left of time. Yeah, a little roundup of the game. Liverpool, as I said in the first half, Liverpool not a first half team. They were very poor, slow out of the blocks. I think they need to up this a little bit, because when it comes up, they have West Ham now at the weekend. They want to start quick against West Ham, and then they have Spurs coming up. They have Everton, so they want to shape up a little bit. They need to just fucking start games better, because against really good teams, like, they'll get punished. If you go 2-0 down against a team, or 1-0 down against, like, say, City or something like that, and you're trying to come back, it's fucking nearly impossible. So poor first half, but then as we've seen Liverpool this season, second half, comebacks, their mentality, they're just so good at that. And yeah, obviously it's a a boost for them getting their campaign off to a winning start in the Europa League. So it's been a good stream. I hope you have all enjoyed it. We'll be spinning the wheel on Sunday. So yeah, if you're in the stream and you want to come watch that, then you're more than welcome to. But yeah, happy out with the win anyway. Liverpool continue their good form to this season. Yeah, it might not look good, but we've come back from 4 games out of 6. It's entertaining. Hey, Samu, welcome back. So the next stream is Sunday. Yeah, 3-4. Every Liverpool game. I'm here Sunday. Then I'm here. I think we're playing with Leicester on Wednesday. But every Liverpool game they're playing, I'll be here. I think it's 2 p.m. kickoff UK time. 14. I think so. Yeah, 2 p.m. UK time. Any extra streams? Thanks to Sally, you did it. Yeah, nice one. Oh, just game. Any extra streams? Yeah, I like. The thing is, like, I obviously want to. I will start doing like extra streams. The thing is, though, I might like do. I'm thinking about doing something like, you know, like, I don't know, talking about Liverpool or late night. I was thinking the title would be the late night football story. I don't know, something like that. But I just want to build up my like viewers and stuff. In fairness, we've actually had a good few viewers tonight. Like consistently. I think the average today has been like 5 average viewers, which is good. It's definitely is good. But I just want to build it up. I've decided that when I reach 50, I could go and like I could go to affiliate on Twitch, and like you can get like ads and stuff, and then you can pay for subscribes. But instead of doing that, I'm just gonna say fuck that. I don't really want the money because I'm just enjoying the streaming at the minute, and I can stream on YouTube, Twitch, TikTok, if I don't do that. So I'm just gonna keep the stream free, no ads, and then yeah, just trying to build up the community. So I might eventually do like do all the Liverpool games, maybe do like the late night football story, just talk about like football stuff, and then eventually like hopefully I can get some like something on YouTube or something like that. But 2:30 for you, fuck that. Yeah, so you won't be on the stream on Sunday anyway. That's no problem. But yeah, the game is up. Liverpool win. Stop the clock. Oh, 2:30 for you now. Oh yeah, go on, no worries. You go to bed, man. Cheers for joining as well, I appreciate it. Yeah, if you're around on Sunday, I'll be chatting to you then. If not, I'll catch you around whenever. For anyone else who's in the stream, if you enjoyed the stream, as I said, make sure to drop us a follow on Twitch or TikTok, wherever you got, or YouTube, whatever you're watching it on. And yeah, we shall see you next Sunday for the stream. See you later.